Hi everyone, I'm Naveen Kumar, and today is the day one of the series of MERN, wherein I will create a book management system app. Basically, it's a setup of the backend. So let me share my screen, and I'll basically start with I'll divide the whole backend in small chunks. So on the daily basis, I'll post the video in which I will discuss about what to I'm gonna discuss and what I'm gonna implement on a daily basis. So let me walk you through my screen first. So yeah, so this is the repo kind of I have created already. This is the book management system app packet. So let me just copy it first, and I'll basically do what I'll go to the Git terminal, or let's just say we are using the package, so everything should go. We should go with the flow, with using the keys, not with the. We'll try to stay away from the cursor. So as much as we can. So I'll say ls. So inside the list, I'll try to check this is my this is something different. Wait, so this is so let's say if I open the git bash here, uh, I'm in the download this directory of the download. I'm here, so I'll say git. I'll first clone the repo here. Just I think it's not copied from that. Let me just copy again. To copy again and go to the terminal. Let's just paste it. 1 second. I think it's not. Okay, my bad. Sorry. So yeah, git clone. I'll say git clone, and I'll paste the link of the repo. And if I hit enter, now it is cloning. Now clone is completed. So I'll say cd. I'll go into the repo of the book management system, and inside right now inside this folder of the rep this directory. So I'll add the code. Okay. So today's agenda is I'll first start with this. On a daily basis, I'll discuss about what I'm gonna use. So in this README file, I'll post my on a day, on a daily basis. I'll post whatever I implement, whatever I'm gonna implement. So this is the day one. This is the structure of that book management system app, and these are some kind of packages that we need to install to create our backend and set up our server with the data and to connect with the database with our server. I think these are some of the packages that we need to create, and for the authentication, for the authorization, I think these are enough. And let's see if anything else we need by this series, by the end of the series, then we'll go with it. So I'll open my terminal first, and based on the structure, I'll follow the structure. So I'll open my git bash first, and I'll say first we need to initialize our project. So for that, I'll say npm init hyphen I y this and yeah, my now there is package.json is created file, and inside there is some yeah, this is my basically project. My project is initialized right now, and I need to install the packages first. So I'll say npm I. I'll follow the structure. I'll follow these packages. So I'll say npm I express. Express is for our server, and node is to keep whatever the changes we make. It will help us to restart our server every time. And there is mongoose that will help us to connect with our database easily. And there is .env file, .env package, which helps us to basically import our environment variables and to get the access of those environment variables. If we have any environment variables in our .env file, and there is one JSON web token, JSON web token, which helps with the authentication, which will basically will use it on some other days, not today. And there is bcrypt, which will also helps us to encrypt our password, to hash our password. So I think these are six packages that we need to install. So I'll hit the enter, and now this is helping me to. So let's just wait for the installation. Till then, I'll say I'll open another git bash, another terminal, and I'll create some of the files which I need based on the structures. I'll follow the structure. So I'll say touch server.js file. I need a server.js file first, and there is one .env file. And to keep secure our environment variables, which are very important, and it should not go with some should not go into the misuse. So I'll say for that we use get ignore file to provide the environment variables on that. And there is one more file we need, that is, I think these are enough right now. So, so I'll see, I'll hit the enter, and now my file is created here. And let's just go with what with inside the package.json. I think my packages are installed. Yeah, this is done. First, I'll need to create a command to run my server. So I'll say dev. This is kind of a CLI command which I'm creating for the node mod to run my server.js file. Basically, to run the server every time I don't need to run a command every time. Now node mod is here, that will play that node mod. So I'll say node mod serve, and whatever the file you create, you are creating, or whatever file you created, basically you need to provide that name after the node mod. So I'll say server.js. Now this is enough. So yeah. After this, I'll go to the server.js file, and here first I need to import the server. So everything I'm gonna do is I will comment it every time. So in this video, I'm not going to comment it. After that video, I will comment it. And as I'm done with the video, I'll I'll basically post this repo in my git on my GitHub repository. And you can check out if anyone want to visit and need a revision, or if anyone wants to learn how to set up the MongoDB and how to basically create their own backend. I think this is going to be something exciting. So I'm not going to comment this right now, but I will as after this video. So I'm going to go with the flow. So first I need to import to create a server. I need to use my express.js. So for that, I need to import it first. So I'll say express.require, and inside I'll basically import the express. And now express is important. Now I need to create my server first. So I'll say app is equals to express. I need to call this express first. Now my server is created. But how can we how can we be sure about it that our server is created? So for that, I need to create first my first route that will basically help me to check that my server is running. So I'll say slash. I need to provide first my async function. Inside this, I'll say request and response, and this is going to be a callback function. So I'll say response rest.send will send a response if our server is running. So I'll say rest.send. Inside, I'll say welcome. In second, welcome. Welcome to the book management. This is the server is basically all about the book management application. So I'll say book management. Welcome to the book management server. I think this is enough. This is the basic setup of the server, and after then I'll show you how we can connect with the connect our database with our server. So now my server is created, and I also created my first route. But to run this route, I need to use app.listen, and inside this we need two arguments. That is, first is the port number, second is the callback function. Is so for that, for port number, I'll say either we can simply just pass our port number here as well after then and then our callback function, or we can but to be more secure, to be more precise enough, we need to create our port number here in the .env file. So I'll say 8080, but now a port number is created. But to import it, uh, I need to use my I need to first import the .env file. I need to first import the .env and config. So it will help me to get the access of that port number from the .env file, which is secure right now. And after creating the server on line number 5, after server creation created, I'll say const. I'll store my port in the I'll store my port number in the variable that is port, and I'll import my port numbers with this help of process.env.port. If it is not working, then I need to pass my port number here as well. In case of it, if in case if it's not working, so I'll say now I can say app.listen, and I need to pass my first port number, and there is one async async function inside. I need to and this async function will not take any argument, so I'll say try catch block first, and I'll say log, or either we can simply just let me just show you the first step, that is now it is taking one callback function, and then I'll say log. First I need to show you the how the server is running, so I'll use the backticks here. So let's say server is listening on port number, and whatever the port number we are running, it will show us. Let me just remove it, and then I need to just run this command first. No, CLI command which I've created. So I'll say npm run dev. Now my server is. How can I say that my server is running? Well, this is the message which I have passed in my console, and this is now printed here. So my server is running on which port number? That is 8080, which I've created in my .env file. So our basic setup of the server is ready right now, but I need to the first step is complete, but let me go to the first. So yeah, my server is ready, but I need to I need a db.js file. Well, not I'll say I should say that I need to connect my database with my server as well first. So to connect my database with my server, I need to create another file. So I'll say I need to go to the terminal again, git bash. So here I'll go with the structure. So here is the structure, that is I need to create first the config directory. So I'll say config. Now the config directory is created, and I need to go to the config directory. Inside the config directory, I need to create first a file that is db.js, which will help me to go and which will help me to connect with my server. And here I'll create first a connection, and with the help of the mongoose. So to connect our MongoDB basically database with our server, I need to use the mongoose first. So I'll import the mongoose here, require, and I'll say mongoose, and then I'll say const there might be multiple solutions to connect your Mongo database with the server, but I use this method. So I'll say const connect db, and I'll say mongoose dot connect, and inside this mongoose dot connect, I need to pass my URI, and so I need to go to the Mongo my data. Basically, I need to provide my URI. So for that, I'll open a tab. I'll go to the MongoDB Atlas. You need to open this first MongoDB Atlas, and every time it will ask you to log in. So because it has some duration of it provides you a token which is a which expired every time on a specified time. So you need to log in every time when you visit. So let me just log in first. Okay, so I'm logged in right now. Uh, I need to, yeah, here you are in the Atlas, so you need to click on this connect first. If you click on it, then you will see this option drivers. You can click on it, and you need to I need to basically copy this URI. This is the URI which we need to with this help of URI we can connect our database with our basically server. So, and I need to store it inside because it is also secure. Then we need to install store it here as well in the .env file. So I'll say mongo db URI. I'll give it a name, and after this I'll pass my URI, and I need to pass my password. I need to basically add my password. Don't use it because it is obvious. You can't. You are not allowed to use it. So, and after this, after providing the password, you need to create. If you are creating your database, you need to name it first. So how can you name it? That is the question. So after this mongodb.net slash, after this slash, you can provide your basically database name. So I'll say book. I'll say book. This is the book management system app. So I'll say book management 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 app, book management app. I think this is enough. And this my database will be named up on this. Now I need to import it as well because I need to use it in some other file. So I'll say I'll go to the db.js and I'll use it here. So to use it, you need to basically import the .env file. So I'll say .env .env.config to get the access of that Mongo DB URI. And I'll say process.env. You need to import it process.env MongoDB URI. And at the same time, you need to export it as well. So I'll say module.exports is equals to connect DB. Now your connection is ready, but you need to add it in the server as well. So you can be sure about that. Yes, it is working also. So I need to import it first as well. So I'll say here I can import it. So I'll say connect DB, or let's say I'll store it in another variable. So I'll say database, or I'll say or let's just take the name connect DB. I'll say require slash, just a second. I'll go to the config slash db.js. Yeah. Now it is imported. I need to use it right now. But where can I use it? That is the question. So we can be sure about that our server is running and it is connected with our database. Right now, I cannot show that our database is connected. When we create a schema of it, I'll show you that it is created. So keep patience and let's see the magic. So I need to create this async function here, and I'll pass this request and response. And this is the callback function inside my app.listen. Now I don't need to console it here. Now we are creating the try catch block. And I'll say log first. I'll handle the error first. So I'll say error dot message. If any case of in case of any error we found, then we'll use it. So we can simply just be specified of it. And this variable which I've import in which inside I stored my basically I've stored my this MongoDB connection, basically the URI. Now I need to add it in the server. So I can say that I'm connected with my Mongo. I've connected my database with myself. So I'll say connection DB, not just connection DB, but I should say await. I need to use amina async function. So I need to use this connect await connect DB, and after then I need to pass this message at the same time. So here I need to add one more thing just to be sure that my server is connected with my database. So server is listening on port, and my DB is connected here. So let's just let me go to the terminal and I'll show you again. I need to restart my server again. Uh, I don't need to restart my server, but I'm just doing it to show you again that my server is running. So let's just 1 second. Second, let me close this terminal. I think it is not. Yeah. So I'll say npm run dev, and yes, our server is running. And you can see that server is listening on the port number which I've stored in my .env file, that is 800, and our database is connected with our server. Now I need to Now this is all about the basic setup of the backend, and tomorrow I'll show you the other things which is going to be the best. Let's say I'll show you on tomorrow. And this is the basic setup that anyone can learn from it. So if you need anything and if you have any question, you can ask me or you can drop in the comments. Uh, I'll check everyone. I'll check every messages, so I'll reply to you in case if you need. Thank you, everyone.